is the Army's 250th birthday tomorrow. That huge military parade going to be held in Washington, D.C. to honor our soldiers. And on top of that, 4 military veterans are honoring all of our military service and sacrifice with a new bourbon called the Continental.
And those veterans are here on set with us today. Co-founders of Four Branches Bourbon, Rick Franco, Mike Trott, Harold Underdown, and RJ Casey join us now. Good morning to you guys. I love the concept of your company. I love what you're making. And we're talking about bourbon, but there is, Rick, a serious message behind your brand. So tell us about that.
So we started Four Branches as a give back to a good friend of mine, Greg Wright Jr, that I recruited into the CIA as a contractor 20 years ago. And this year is the 20th anniversary of him sacrificing his life to save his teammates. And he was a star of the wall at Langley, and I had the honor to go retrieve him and bring him home.
And this bourbon is not just in honor of him, but that is a large part of why you do what you do. So I guess the question is, why bourbon, and how did you four come together?
Why bourbon? Bourbon's the American spirit. It's one of the oldest spirits, right? So we're 4 men who served their country. So we thought bourbon was, to me, the voice was, bourbon makes sense. Yeah. Let's have a bourbon around the fire. Yeah. Let's talk. And how we got together is that, you know, I heard the voice that said, hey, create a barrel. Let's do it for the guys in the unit, and then let's make a bigger message. So I was like, I need to call Mike. And then called Mike, and we were talking and said, you know, everybody needs the Navy's on their side, so Navy SEAL.
At least one Navy SEAL.
At least one. So we called Harold, and then 3 of us got talking. A mutual friend said, hey, you guys really need to talk to RJ Casey.
There you go. Everybody, yeah, and you know, we sort of buried it, but each one of you represents 4 branches of the military. So just really quick, we go down the line: Navy SEAL, Air Force. Army. Green Beret, Air Force.
Yeah.
Okay, good, yeah. And now tell us about the new bourbon that you're featuring today, Continental, and why it's coming out.
This is special, right? 250 years ago, when the Army was created, first branch, it was called the Continental Army. And then it was the Continental Navy and Continental Marines. So that's what this is based on. It's a celebration in honor of those 250 years. It's a great 9-year straight Kentucky bourbon, 102 proof. But it's very special, and you know, RJ here is our Army, so he's representing that, and tomorrow is the birthday, so...
Yeah, there could be a couple people at the parade, maybe on the sidelines, drinking some of your Continental bourbon.
Definitely very exciting. Definitely.
Yeah, Carly raised a really important point in the break because, you know, she's one of the people that is purchasing for fathers this Father's Day weekend. I, of course, didn't think about this because I'm on the receiving end of these gifts. But she asked a really good question. I want you to tell everybody. It's Friday. Father's Day is Sunday. How do people get this or get like a representation of this in their little card for Dad this Father's Day?
You'd have to move pretty quick because this is, you can get this online. You can go to FOUR4branches.com and order it online. It probably won't be there by tomorrow, but it'll be there a few days later. We're in 7 states. We're in D.C., Virginia, Maryland,
so you can
Kentucky,
get it in stores,
Tennessee, Arizona, but we can ship it to 39 states.
So how's the demand been?
It's been really good.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Really good.
Yeah, bourbon with a cause, bourbon with a purpose, especially for our Fox viewers. Love that.
The message has really resonated across the country.
Yeah.
And that message
is...
And I'm sure it tastes good too, right?
It's excellent.
It's award-winning, but double gold, yeah.
Unfortunately, we have a rule here that we can't sample while we're on air.
It is 5 o'clock.
At 6:01, Papa Bear is going to get lit. But there is another reason you do this. It's also to raise some money for charity. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, definitely. We've been on the market roughly 2 years, and we've raised just under $500,000 for nonprofits and charities between auctions and cutting checks.
That's awesome.
That's really important. Along with the messaging, like you mentioned earlier, between self-medication and veteran suicide. And there's first responders, and we're not the only ones with those issues, but at the top of every bottle, you'll see drink honorably. And to us, that means stop drinking and forget and sip to remember.
Drink honorably, that's beautiful.
And also, this past weekend, I was with a group called the SEAL Kids. They just changed their name because instead of just providing support to the Navy SEAL community, kids, they're going to provide support to the Army, Special Forces, so SOCOM, Air Force Special Forces, and Marine Corps Special Forces. And we're definitely not forgetting about the Coast Guard and Space Force. It doesn't matter what service you served, Four Branches is your bourbon. because it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome.
And you know, I would be remiss with four branches of the military being represented on set right now to bring up the news of the day with Israel striking Iran and potential concerns for here in the homeland or potential strikes that impact U.S. troops. And I know some of your sons are serving in the military right now. So how do you feel about all of this?
Well, I think we, as a company, we try to stay apolitical as much as we can. Of course, our roots are in the military. I'm a 30-year retired Master Chief, you know, SEAL. I've got 2 sons that are serving right now, my nephew. So it's kind of near and dear to our hearts. You know, of course, we want everybody out there to be safe, but we know certain times we have to provide, you know, strength. We have to go forward and put out those. Take care of the bad guys. So,
well, we've been praying for your loved ones that are currently serving. Rick Franco, Marine; Harold Underdown, Navy SEAL; Mike Trott, Air Force; RJ Casey, Army. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. Best of luck.
Rank
I know
honorably.
it's the Army's birthday this weekend, but hey, you know, as I say all the time, go Navy.
These guys are going to fight it out.
Oh, I'm sure that happens a whole lot.
Oh, well, appreciate that.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much. It's an honor. It's really an honor to have you here.